Hello and welcome to the trade setup. In this video we are looking at Nvidia. It is time for another update, and on this chart we have been tracking this series of 1-2 setups in this area, and I want to go quickly through the large time frame for any of you who might be new. And yet from this point we are looking at a very large and extended third wave to the upside. Now within this structure there are actually multiple ways to count it, and some would allow even very wild extensions on this chart. It does have a very bullish structure that could extend on and on for quite a significant amount of time and price action. For example, I could see this as a simple 1, 2, 3, 4, and the fifth here developing within the wave 3, but it could also be a series of 1-2 setups again, and then here another 1, 2, and then this could develop and extend into a third wave to the upside as well. So it is unfortunate that it doesn't have more clarity, but the fact that it does have such potential means there is lots of opportunities, of course. Now internally within this fifth wave, because this is what I choose to look for momentarily, at least until it proves that something more bullish is going on, and let me be clear, this is not bearish either. But yeah, within this fifth wave we are tracking right now an impulse, and even within this structure there are multiple ways to count it, but yeah, within this impulse I'm looking in this area at another series of 1-2 setups that played out in multiple ways that could actually work out. And then here we had a 1, a 2, a third, a fourth, and the fifth wave that we are looking for. Now within this wave 5, based on this structure, we are looking for a 5-wave move to the upside, but based on what we have been tracking internally previously, we have been looking for a possible diagonal structure forming in this area. Now it doesn't have to be a diagonal structure, and honestly, based on the latest price action that allowed it to push even higher, we could even explore the idea of an impulse going on in this area. Now in the previous videos I provided you various support zones, and some of them got reached and worked out wonderfully. Some of them, like this large green support zone that is more like a backup, has been sitting there in the background waiting for the smaller structure to fail to actually provide an opportunity of support for the larger time frame. Now within this structure to the upside, we have generally been tracking, as I was mentioning previously, an ending diagonal where we have a wave 1 up here, a wave 2 down, and now we are looking at a third wave up, and in that case, in this third wave, we would be tracking an ABC structure to the upside, and then yeah, we could see a pretty large correction in a wave 4 that could take us to much lower prices that now actually needs adjusting based on the latest top. But yeah, I would be looking in this case in wave 4 correction, if we fail to push higher, in the area between the $165 level all the way down to the $125 level. Now before we get into the smaller time frame, I do want to warn you and make you a bit more cautious that there is a structure that I could track that would allow actually completion right now of this entire wave 5. It's not necessarily my favorite count, it's not necessarily my favorite structure, but I just want to put out there a warning sign that yet possibly, it is very possible that this entire structure, this entire wave 5 is complete at this point. I do have a full count, but it's in the background. It's not the main scenario that we are tracking, and we will be having two main scenarios. One for the shorter time frame that could allow further continuation to the upside, and one for the larger time frame, which is what we have here in this idea of the ending diagonal that we have been tracking in green. So yeah, we have this larger support zone on the larger time frame, and internally I could still see extension within this orange count. And here we had our wave 4 bottom, we had a support zone for that, and any of you who used it would have found great success in this push to the upside. We had a significant amount of profits available to be taken in this area. And within this wave 5, in the previous video, I also provided you this support zone that we will get to in a moment, but we are tracking here within this third wave to the upside. I apologize, I'm a bit all over the place right now. And yeah, within this third wave, we have been tracking an ABC pattern to the upside where the wave C was being tracked as an impulse. And yeah, internally within the wave 5, we have been tracking an ending diagonal where we had a wave 1 up, a wave 2 down, and then we had an A wave up within the wave 3, a B wave down within the wave 3, and within the wave C of the wave 3, we had a wave 1 complete, a wave 2 complete, a third wave complete, and then we were looking to find support here in a wave 4. Now that worked out wonderfully because I provided you this support zone area between the $187 all the way down to the $181 level at the 61.8% retracement. I provided you this in the previous video. And then we were looking to fulfill this pattern within the wave C, completing the wave 5 to the upside to complete the larger wave 3. And that worked out. So right now we can remove the internal count, and within this interpretation that we have here in orange, we can still be looking for another high, where yeah, we have right now a wave 1 complete, a wave 2 complete, a third wave complete, and now we are looking for a wave 4 correction. And this wave 4 correction is allowed to find support in the area between the $189 level all the way down to the $178 level, and as long as we stay above the 61.8% retracement, we can still look for a fifth wave to the upside. Now, as I was mentioning, there are multiple counts that could be tracked on this chart. It is unfortunately not very clean right now, and this is generally pretty normal in a fifth wave to the upside. But yeah, if we actually fail to hold support in the support zone in orange, that's $178 level, there is a high probability that we are in the larger support zone here in green, where as long as we stay above the 61.8% retracement at the $125 level, we can still look for a fifth wave to the upside. Now, with that said, this fourth wave in green can get all the way down there. That is not an issue, but I would have an expected range of a time frame to do that within, because within this 1-2 movement to the upside 1-2 setup, we have formed this wave 2 in about 3 weeks, something like that. So yeah, I am expecting a similar time frame for this wave 4. Now it doesn't have to be perfect. Oftentimes wave 4s do usually last a little longer, but sometimes they're also short. So on average it's about the same time frame for a wave 4 that I would expect as what we had for a wave 2. So yeah, if we end up trending in for a significant amount of time lower, and yet within this support zone, I would still be very cautious of this developing in a wave 4. If for example it takes, let's say, like 2 months until we actually build this entire wave 4, it would be a bit of a warning sign that yeah, we are probably in a different count. In that case, doesn't mean we cannot find higher prices, and sometimes at times they even do last much longer than what we had built in a wave 2. But yeah, it is just a warning sign. But for now, that isn't really a problem. We may even extend higher within this fifth wave in orange and complete this pattern, and after that we can continue to track upside even outside of this green support zone, this large green support zone. This wave 3 could still extend higher if we manage to build here this fifth wave to the upside. And yeah, only if we manage to make another high, this third wave can extend and we can get a closer support zone that would allow for continuation to the upside within an interpretation in an impulse of this pattern that would be forming in 5 waves within the larger wave 5 to the upside. And for now, these are the levels. This is the trade setup. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe and let me know what else you want me to cover, and I'll do my best to do that in the days and weeks ahead. And until then, I hope you have a nice day, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.